حي على الفلاح.
There was a young orphan boy, and he had a meadow that was left to him, and he wanted to build a wall around his meadow. And so he comes upon an area where there's a palm tree that belongs to his neighbor. So in order to build around that palm tree, his wall would not become straight, and therefore it would become weak. So he asked his neighbor to give the palm tree to him so he can include it in his territory and build the wall around it. So his neighbor refused. So he tells him, you have many other palm trees, and this one won't hurt you, so just give it to me so my wall can be straight. And the man refused. And so the young boy, he goes and he complains to the Prophet ﷺ. And Nabi ﷺ brings the man and the boy together.
So he went to Rasulullah, Ya Rasulullah, Abu Lubaba is not willing to sell me the tree, or I will give it to me, Ya Rasulullah. Yet Rasulullah said, where's Abu Lubaba? Call Abu Lubaba. So he called Abu Lubaba, Ya Abu Lubaba, give him the tree. La Ya Rasulullah, this is my haqq. Ya Abu Lubaba, sell it to him. No Ya Rasulullah, it's mine. Subhanallah. Ansar, when they learned Abu Lubaba is being questioned by Rasulullah, they knew that Abu Lubaba is doing everything the way things should be done. And Abu Lubaba get very offended. It's my house, my tree. I'm just a kid. Is taking this case to Rasulullah. So when the man said, La Ya Rasulullah, I'm not giving it to him. The tears came from the eyes of that yatim, ya ikhwati fillah. Subhanallah, yatim.
So Nabi ﷺ tells him, give the palm tree to your brother and you will have al-Jannah, you will have paradise. And the man refused. And so the Prophet ﷺ remained quiet. Because how else can you entice someone when they refuse paradise? What else can you say greater than that?
Abu Dahda radiyallahu anhu. And you always find those Muslim individuals who are opportunists, ya ikhwati fillah. In khayr, they don't waste time. Opportunities with khayr. They are very greedy when it comes to hasanat. They are building their mansions, the houses in Jannah. Abu Dahda radiyallahu anhu. He said when the Ansari went and the little kid cried, he came close to Rasulullah and said, Ya Rasulullah, if I purchase that tree back, can I get the same offer? Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam gave him the approval. He said, yes. Abu Dahda, qala ya Abu Lubaba.
And he said, send me that one date tree. He said, I didn't sell it to the Nabi, you think I'm going to sell it to you? He said, do you know who I am? He said, I'm Abu Dahda. He said, do you know about my gardens? He said, yes, who doesn't know about your gardens in Medina? Your garden is the most beautiful, 600 trees, the most beautiful water, a palace. Abu Dahda said, you give me that one date tree, I swear by Allah, I will give you my entire garden. And he said, you're having a laugh. And Abu Dahda radiyallahu anhu said, try me. And he gave him that one tree. For what? One tree. For his entire garden. And Abu Dahda came back to the Prophet ﷺ and he was elated. Because he knew if he had a tree in Jannah, once he goes into Jannah, he's not coming back out again. And he came to the Prophet ﷺ. And by then it was revealed to the Prophet ﷺ what had happened. And the Prophet ﷺ said, oh Abu Dahda, when you went away, I promise you one date tree in Jannah. I swear by Allah, now I see that your Jannah is full of date trees. And then Abu Dahda went back home and his wife was in the garden. And he said, leave the garden. And she said, why? And he told her, he said, I have bought trees in Jannah where the shade lasts for the traveling of 100 years for this garden. And you know what she said? She said, what a bargain. What a bargain. And the ulama mentions that they spent the rest of their life in relative poverty, but with the knowing and with the guarantee that they will attain Jannah in the hereafter. They were the Sahaba radiyallahu anhum. For them, Jannah was real. For them, Allah was real. They felt Jannah. They had reached a stage that this was real to them. Jannah was real. They believed it. And what did they say? Rabih al-Bay. What a bargain.
So brothers and sisters, this is how the righteous before us felt that paradise was close. This is how they sacrificed anything in order to do something for the sake of Allah, or to do something in order to gain paradise. So what are we going to do? And these are people that we're going to be resurrected with on the same plane. So the question is, what kind of people do we want to be in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? People who just amassed wealth, people who just stayed here because of good health, big health insurance, or because of good cars, or because of good roads, or because of a simple life? As we said before, it's an obligation upon every single one of us to call people to Islam, especially those that are in your immediate circles, your co-workers, your neighbors, your people who study with you in school. These are people that we need to call to Allah Azza wa Jal. And if all of us were very active in calling people to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then what would the landscape look like today? So with that, I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us of those who hear the truth as clear truth and follow the best of it, and to make us of those who see the falsehood as clear falsehood and abstain from it.